If you believe all the hype, you might think that everyone is buying their cars on the internet these days. And in fact, the use of the internet by new car shoppers has exploded in the past few years. According to General Motors, 80% of all new car buyers make at least one click on the information superhighway. Of course, most people are not buying their cars on the internet, at least not yet. They're using car buying sites mostly for in-depth research. But every day, more and more people are taking the plunge and making commitments for new and used cars on the internet. So if you're a first-time internet car surfer, what should you expect?
You should expect to be dazzled, not just by catchy graphics, but by the enormous amount of information that is available on new car buying sites. From product details, recall histories, to critical road test reviews, and of course wholesale and retail pricing, you can do just about everything on the internet except a thorough test drive.
They're more educated. They've got a little more product knowledge. They know what options they want. They've gotten most of the information that they can get off of the internet regarding the vehicle, and they're at that point pretty much committed to make a purchase.
And that brings up a central point about internet car buying. Is the role of the traditional dealer changing? Well, that depends on the internet site.
There are two basic kinds of internet car buying sites. The first type might be called insider sites. These are the sites sponsored by the dealers themselves, or they are sites run by the manufacturers. On these sites, you can locate your nearest dealer, compare options and colors, and maybe even schedule a test drive. While manufacturer sites will focus only on their own brands, the sites run by large mega dealers will cover a broad range of brands. They look a lot like the second type of site, those run by industry outsiders. These are the independent regional and national buying services that try to match you with the car of your choice for a fee. The best known names are AutoBytel, Cars Direct, CarOrder, and CarPoint, but there are many others. Some, like AutoBytel and CarPoint, are referral services. They work with predetermined dealers that actually provide the buyer with a no-haggle price. On the other hand, Cars Direct and CarOrder actually set the vehicle prices themselves. Once the buyer has agreed to the price, they are then directed to a dealer to finalize the sale. But some sites now offer the option of executing the entire process without ever visiting a dealer. The site quotes you a price, you pay the site, and they deliver the car to you. In states where this is legal, it does work, but only if there are no hang-ups.
You can only get so much information off of the internet, and you really need hands-on. You need to come in, you got to touch the car, drive the car, meet with a professional that can lead you in the right direction. Should you have a problem later on in the process, you have somebody to come back to answer your questions and continue to lead you on. It's an ongoing process. It's not that you just buy a car off of the internet and you're finished. If you have a problem, you have somebody to talk to.
For these and other reasons, most car buying services work through new car dealers. The sites recognize that car buying is still an extremely personal and sometimes emotional experience, and that if anything goes wrong with the vehicle, you may need not just a virtual, but a personal connection with a dealer to get problems resolved.
But what if you're not happy with the price quoted by the internet site or their captive dealer? Well, you don't have to accept it, of course, but then you have to start the process all over again and visit other sites, or maybe even look for prices the old-fashioned way by driving from one dealer to another.
This sets up a competitive process that pits dealer against dealer and not against you.
It affords us the opportunity to take a look at a customer we normally wouldn't see. It brings us a more qualified customer that already has a pretty good idea as far as what they're looking at, and then it just makes it up to us to be very competitive in today's market, not only with price but also with service. And really, that's what the consumer today is looking for, the total package: good pricing, good service, being well taken care of.
And that's the beauty of internet car shopping, finding the best prices on the exact model you want in the least amount of time. In buying a new car or used car today, you may spend more time punching keys than hitting the pavement. In a way, it's like having the dealers, the manufacturers, and all their knowledge come right into your home. Buying on the internet lets you more easily do the research into that new car that you should have done anyway. And that can only lead to a more satisfying new car buying experience. And in the end, your new car or truck should deliver satisfaction, first mile to last. Hi.